Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Today is Monday, May 2nd. We are into May. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I'm sure, I know I had a great weekend. I hope you guys all did too. I want to thank you all for tuning in today. It's going to be a great show. Monday, May 5th. April showers, right, are done, and now we're going into May. Mother's Day coming up on Sunday. We had an incredible week. A lot of good things to talk about today, so thanks for tuning in. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and thanks for give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. A lot of good things to talk about today. We are brought to you by, of course, our good buddies from McCampbell Law Group. If you're looking for a lawyer, Chicago, suburbs, whatever you're looking for, McCampbell Law Group, Roy McCampbell, attorney at law, a statewide state practice that is client-focused and results-driven. That's McCampbell Law Group. Call my buddy Roy at 708-275-4264. Let's not forget our good buddies from Airtight Windows. Windows siding specialist, family owned for 30 years for honesty and quality. Do it right with Airtight Windows. Give Lou a call for a free estimate at 708-788-5000. That's 708-788-5000. That's Airtight Windows. Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. You're going to start smoking cigars now that it's getting a little warmer on your outside on the deck, porch, whatever you guys, garage, inside the house if you smoke inside. Hand rolled. Get them delivered right to your house. Call my buddy Javier at 727-366-7536. That is Don Esteban Cigars. Trico hair experts out of Rosemont, Illinois. Give them a call in Rosemont, recreating great hair days. Anthony and Carmela, 773-999-7888. Recreate those great hair days. And if you can get a chance to follow us on Twitter, right there at the bottom of the screen. Better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Find out more about Tony O and Ocean's Pit. I would appreciate that very much. And also, folks, if you guys can right now take the button and share it. Share the show. We got a lot to talk about today. Recap of St. Jude's and a lot more stuff happening. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. And now, your host, Mr. Tony Ocean.
Thank you so much, Nelson, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Again, it's Monday, May 2nd, and don't forget we are brought to you by Hardcore Italians Chicago. Go to the Hardcore Italian Chicago Facebook page and like it, Hardcore Italian Nation. Anyway, guys, hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Marion, Joanne, Tony Toto, how are you doing, my friend? Kathy, what is the name of that Windows place? Sorry. Windows, Airtight Windows, Kathy. Airtight Windows. If you want to private message me, I will send you Lou's phone number. You can't go wrong with Airtight Windows. Alan, thank you guys for showing up, both of you, Alan and Lena, at the St. Jude's benefit front row. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you so much. It was great seeing you. Kathy Felipe Jones, hello. Welcome to Ocean's Pit. Thank you very much, Emil. Enjoy the day. I had the day. I hope you enjoy your day too as well. Remember, we are Monday through Friday, folks, 12 o'clock noon. Patrice, how are you doing, my friend? Hope you and the family are well. Hope maybe we'll see you guys this Friday at Chicago Prime. Eric Todd, great seeing you last night, my brother. Thank you so much. Kathy Eppolito, hello, my dear, all the way from California, Santa Barbara, soaking up the sun there. Richard Hamlin, my buddy. Albert, up there doing his job yesterday, up in the rafters over there, making sure everybody was good, and then came down and enjoyed the show. I hope he did. Albert, thank you so much. And from the Ron Onesti organization, let me just tell you guys, a lot of good things to talk about. Let's just say what's coming up this week real fast. Wednesday night, that's right, this Wednesday night, ladies and gentlemen, which would be May 4th. I'm personally inviting you to the new hottest nightclub in the suburbs of Chicago. Probably even better than the one in the city of Chicago. Are you guys familiar with Are We Live nightclub? Are We Live nightclub in Burr Ridge, Illinois? Well, this Wednesday, me, yours truly, and Jerry Jams Arenda will be there at Are We Live this Wednesday in Burr Ridge. It's a personal invitation to you guys to come out and check out the place if you haven't been there yet. 7 o'clock is the showtime. That's Wednesday. Are We Live in Burr Ridge with my good buddy, Jerry Jams Renda. Gigi, of course, who owns Capri Italian restaurant right next door, put this new lounge together, really high class, dress code type thing. If you want to have great food, if you want to have a good time, come to Are We Live this Wednesday. Thursday, returning to Zaza's in Lake Barrington with Jeff Dubray, 7 o'clock. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse, again with Jerry Jams Renda. And this Saturday, making our debut at a brand new nightclub, brand new restaurant called Broken Earth Winery in Long Grove, Illinois. Making our debut there this Saturday, folks, with Daryl the Professor Armenstad. It's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, Sunday is Mother's Day, so we'll be home relaxing with all you mothers. I want to wish you all an early, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. For Cinco de Mayo at the Club de Carta will be Chico Comedy Night, tacos, tequilas. Oh, that's very good, Albert. So if you love that stuff, go check it out over there. Yvette, how you doing? Well, hey, I just got to give you a little recap, folks. St. Jude's Benefit. St. Jude's, created by Danny Thomas, TV actor, comedian, for many years ago. Of course, his daughter, Marlo Thomas, from the show That Girl, put together this thing called That Jude for the great kids. And through the years, I've been doing this for a long time. Different people have been having St. Jude's benefits. I've done 3 or 4 a year, every year for the last 30 years. Speaking of 30 years, you know it's coming up Sunday, May 29th, don't you? It's my 30th anniversary show. It's going to be at the Des Plaines Theater, backed up by the same band we had at the St. Jude's benefit. So Sunday, May 29th, celebrating 30 years at the Des Plaines Theater, brought to you by Ron Onesti and Nick Sahajas. Get your tickets at oshows.com. I'll give you the lineup a little later. But let's go back to St. Jude's. So I've been doing them for years, especially St. Jude's. And I've done a couple many times, once a year, for my good friend Carl Doty, who does a St. Jude's benefit every year in Melrose Park, which I think we're doing another one again in September, again this year. But then, of course, being with Nick Sahajas and Phyllis, who's always been with St. Jude's. And remember, Ron Onesti was my manager many years ago when we first started. And his beautiful wife, of course, she had cancer. She was a St. Jude's survivor. So it's been in the Tony Ocean Group world for many years, St. Jude's. And St. Jude's a great thing for kids, but it's just what they do. No money, takes care of what the kids need and cure them, because this is what it's about. So when Nick Sahajas and Phyllis Sahajas started putting this thing together maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I was proud and honored when they first asked me, and we did it a couple times. Last year, we did it at the Des Plaines Theater, and it was so successful, and they put a lot of work into it. Some people are saying, oh, look at those guys getting up there and singing. Yeah, that's the fun part. That's the fun part. But people don't realize all the hard work that Nick and Phyllis do behind the scenes. See, besides getting all the paperwork and lists and emails and texts and getting all the musicians and the rehearsal schedules and this and that and the promotions and the raffles and the gifts and to get all the guitars signed by the artists and putting the schedule together. So Nick and Phyllis and I just put up, it was so successful in Des Plaines, why don't we do it again? And Ron Onesti was kind enough to have us do it again at the Arcada Theater last night. Over 300 people, tickets sold. It was a great event. Off the silent auction alone. The silent auction alone for the guitar signed by Jim Peterick and a bunch of other people, I think, sold for over $6,000. So $6,000 already. That's just the guitars. That's just the guitar rack. Then they had a raffle, and I think they came up maybe $2,000-$3,000 just on the raffle for everybody that was buying raffle tickets. So you're looking at what? Almost 6, and you got another 5, almost, over 10,000 thing right now, close to 10, so maybe 9 or something like that. But that was just fantastic. That was a wonderful honor. It's hard work. Should be appreciated. Well, thank you, Marion. That is where our good friend Ron Onesti was saved. I still have old programs 20 years ago. That's right. Ron has been doing it for years, of course, with his lovely wife. And she was a St. Jude survivor. So, Karen Dean, thank you so much. It was great. So when they put it together and asked all the incredible entertainers, and I've been asked, and I was just humbled because, you got to do things for people. And not only you're doing it for Nick and Phyllis, but you're doing it for St. Jude's and for Ron Onesti and their Onesti family. So it's very, very important. Shout out to Jerry Jams for posting. Yeah, Jerry Jams came last night. Thank you, Jerry, for posting us some live stuff. So did Dave Antonelli. So some of you guys might got to see some of the live footage. But if you go to Ron Onesti's oshows.com Facebook page, if you go to Cheryl Ricchio's Facebook page, you go to mine, you can go to any of the entertainers pages, you can see video clips and stuff that they have in the duets. I mean, the people were just unbelievable. John Anthony, Lee Stevens, Diva Montel, of course, Regina Karma, the Jersey Girls, John Trencali, Vito Zotto, just great. I mean, more and more people. Stephanie, and I mean, the list goes on and on of people. And the band, the Powerhouse Band, was just unbelievable. And then they surprised Ron with a birthday cake and a video montage, whatever, of the opening of the theater and stuff. It was really cool. And then Phil, I think he's the trumpet player in the brass section, got an award for everything he put towards St. Jude's, for always putting the bands together. And then Nick got him a little special award too, which I was honored to ask. Phyllis asked me to present the award with her to Nick. So that was cool, just watching the tears and seeing people just coming together for a cause. I mean, you got all these different musicians, Jason from Nashville, you got people from all over coming together. Mike and Tracy. Tracy couldn't be there, unfortunately. She under the weather, but Mike and Tracy. Mike showed up, and Doug Sylvester and Lulu stepped up to the plate and covered Tracy's parts, so Michael can still sing from Good Clean Fun. So that was good. The St. Jude allows children in some cases to live a full productive life with the help of so many donating volunteers. Yeah, that's right, Albert. And it doesn't cost a penny. And these people, these kids got survived. Chris Minardi on guitar, just outstanding work. And all those musicians were fantastic to see, all those great people. Jack on drums, of course, John Ernst, Doug, Chris, John Trencali, the whole brass section. It was just wow. And to come together with all those musicians, first of all, when you're a musician, entertainer, we're all a little personality, we're a little whacked as it is. This is when you're on one-on-one. Now, when you put them with 3 or 4 other guys and we're all still a little whacked, and then you put them with like 20 people, 30 people, and we're all whacked, but nothing mattered. Location, nationality, race, where you're from, how successful you are, not successful you are, it didn't make a difference. It was for St. Jude's. It was for St. Jude's. It was for Ron. It was great. And I don't know. You just can't top something like that. I'm so honored to get most of that band is going to be with us on my anniversary show, which Nick is putting together. Just like I was saying on my post this morning, Nick and Phyllis, they working their asses off to put this thing all together. And just when they were getting out, they dragged me back in. And now he's going to start all over again and get the band, everybody ready for my anniversary show on the 29th. So again, shout out to Mr. Ron Onesti, Rich Onesti, and the whole staff over there at the beautiful Arcada Theater in St. Charles. Shout out, of course, to the band. Shout out to all the other cohorts, the entertainers there. Shout out to my good friend, of course, Nick Sahajas and Nicholas and Phyllis Sahajas. Great. Jimmy Sanj was there. I got to sing Gloria back up at Mojo Rising with him on stage. That was pretty cool. I haven't done that. And Stephanie Lemon, of course, honey, you did an incredible job with Alone by Heart and Stevie Nicks, and then singing back up. You got just great. I'd love to get Stephanie involved in my 30th. Let's talk 30th anniversary, Stephanie. Anyway, it was just an incredible together of all people and musicians and all the people that were there. I just can't stop talking about it because it was that good. You're watching Ocean's Pit. A little show about big things. A couple of things coming up, folks. Tomorrow, Ocean's Pit's going to be special because it's a nighttime show. Now, tomorrow we will not be on at 12 o'clock. We are going to be on at 6 p.m. tomorrow night, a special version of Ocean's Pit, live from Pier 290, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Now, what I was thinking, I was going down there to check out Pier 290 and the Tropical or the Thirsty Parrot, two places out there in Lake Geneva that I'm going to be working at this summer. Now, I've heard of the places. I've never been to the places. So we are going. The main purpose was to go and check the two venues out because we got a lot of gigs there this summer. And then we figured, well, let's just make a little bit of a night because we can't leave till like 2 p.m. anyway. So I figured let's do a live Ocean's Pit. But here's the thing. My buddy Paul Luca, of course, good friend of mine for many years from Jilly's. And he goes, Tony, yeah, he set it up for me at Pier 290. But here's the really weird thing. Pier 290 on Tuesdays is called Texas Tuesday. Texas Tuesday. It's country western night. So I'll be doing Ocean's Pit live from Pier 290 on country western night tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I'll be probably outside if the weather's nice. If not, I'll be inside live, me and my co-host, Jerry Jam. So tuning in, we got a lot of great stories to talk about, and we'll talk about a lot of good things. So that's tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central, folks, 6 p.m., not 12 o'clock tomorrow, not the noon show, 6 p.m. tomorrow night at Pier 290 in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. It's going to be a lot of fun. Please give me the time again for Saturday. Marion, what is Saturday? Broken Earth is 7:30. Broken Earth Winery will be there. It's this Saturday, 7 o'clock. Make sure you bring your cowboy hat. Yeah, maybe I'll have to bring my cowboy hat, but I don't know. Ever get a cramp in your finger when it's like this? Look at this. Anyway, Pier 290. Yeah, so we're going to be playing there 4 times this summer, but we're going to be doing a live Ocean's Pit. Don't forget, Michelle, don't forget the cowboy hat and the chewing tobacco. Yes, I'll make sure I get that too. But I'm excited, man. Pier 290 is a beautiful place. I hear so much about it. Besides doing Pier 290 and the Thirsty Parrot, I'm still going to be doing one show at Mars in August. I just couldn't. It's just, I wish I could be there more. We originally were there 3 times a year, but I guess the committee and people around it says, we bring in too many people. It's too loud and we bring in too many people from Illinois. So we're down to 1. And I love being there, so I'm glad I got that one in August. And Scott and his crew do a very good job up there. Hope to catch your summer in Lake Geneva over 20 minutes from home. There you go. Well, there you go. Mars is great too. I love Mars. Been there a lot of years. Like I said, it was out of my control that I couldn't be there more dates this year. I only do 2 dates a year in Mars anyway, July and August. So we're picking the July one, the August one. And so anyway, so tomorrow, Ocean's Pit. Another thing coming up, folks, next, like I said, Broken Earth Winery this Saturday in Long Grove, Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse, Thursday, Zaza's, and Wednesday night, I'm inviting you to Are We Live, the brand new hotspot in Burr Ridge, Illinois. Check it out, 7 o'clock. It's going to be a lot of fun. Next on the 11th, we'll be at Manny's in Elmhurst. And the 12th, going back to Positano's in Oak Brook with the lovely, talented Lisa P. So that's going to be a lot of fun next week. We can talk about some stuff. Saving a lot of the big stories for tomorrow when we're out there. But it's some stuff. Now, people keep talking about another big show we got coming up. Moe's Dream Police, of course, my tribute to Cheap Trick. The Dream Police is doing a special show on Saturday. Now, I got 2 shows that night. June 18th, 8 o'clock till 11 will be at the Club Arcada Speakeasy with the main event band, Danny Ramundi, Tony Toto, Regina Karma, John Trincali. That's going to be on the 18th from 8 o'clock. But from 6 to 7, we're going to be doing the great Bobby Hitz, the great boxing promoter in the Chicagoland area, is doing something called the Rosemont Rumble. Or Rumble in Rosemont, as Howard Cosell would say. Saturday, June 18th, Bobby Hitz Productions presents Rumble in Rosemont. That's right. We're kicking it off with the Dream Police 6 to 7 with Cheap Trick music, and then I'm off to the Speakeasy. So if you want tickets to that boxing match in Rosemont, right in the field outside, go to Bobby Hitz, hitsboxing.com and get your tickets Saturday, June 18th. All right. Put this in your hat. Mojo's Jukebox, another one of my rock bands. Looks like we might be doing something for Sean Cassidy. That's right, folks. June 19th, Sean Cassidy and Mojo's Jukebox. Matarannas do run, run, do run, run. So I've already opened for the Bay City Rollers. I've opened for Rick Springfield. I've opened for David Cassidy. So I've already done the three, the biggest, right power bubblegum stars. And so hopefully I can get Sean Cassidy under my belt on Father's Day. Looks good. So I'm excited about that. Did I sound like, there you go, Carol. Yeah. Hello there, everybody. Yeah. Anyway, he was my favorite, by the way, Howard Cosell. Tony, we've been in Pier 290. Good food. Don't forget to bring your cowboy hat. Maybe you can come to Nashville. All right, guys, let's hold the horses with the cowboy hat. I do have one. I think I bought it when we were actually in Indianapolis somewhere, and I bought one. Even my wife thought I was a little nutty. But hey, let's talk about Florida, folks. According to Newsweek, Florida has been said it was the most expensive place to live in the United States. In the U.S., most expensive place to live is Florida. Did not know that. Well, certain parts of Florida, we all know it's pretty pricey, pretty expensive. But this is it. This is Florida, folks. Also, if you're Chicago Prime Steakhouse fans, I'm there every Friday for the last 5 years. George, the owner, of course, celebrated a birthday coming up, so we gave him a little early birthday cake last Friday. But my publicist and my publicist, and very good friend Bernie DeMeo put out a story. Tried to put a story about a year ago, but we couldn't do it with COVID. So it came out on yesterday's Daily Herald. If you get the Daily Herald from yesterday, Sunday's Daily Herald, you can Google it online and find the story of George from Chicago Prime Steakhouse. So thank you, Bernie DeMeo, if you're listening for that. And we're also working on getting some stuff for my anniversary show coming up May 29th. So all good stuff it is. My good buddy Rhino's birthday is coming up on May 6th. Unfortunately, Ryan's going to be in South Carolina going away on a little trip with his family this week. So we won't see Ryan again until next week at the Tony Ocean shows. But Ryan, I hope you have a great trip. And I love you, brother. I love you. I want to thank everybody that came out to, and the show Saturday night. We had a doubleheader. I started off at a place called Mykonos in Niles. My good friend Domenica's son, Anthony, was having a confirmation. And they hired me for an hour and a half. And me and Jerry Jams. What a great, I've never been there before. Food, the ambiance, it was just beautiful. And then we might even be doing a show there. So thank you, Dominica, you and your family. And I hope you guys had a great time. And then probably that ouzo probably didn't help me that much. Whatever that shot was that they gave me. The thing with the coffee bean in it wasn't that great. But those people drink it. So what do I know? Then I was off to Port Edwards in Algonquin. Great crowd. Got there a couple of minutes late. I was feeling a little loose. But I want to thank Rhino Ryan, little Joey Antonelli for that, and Dave Antonelli for the drive. And great seeing a lot of great people there, of course. So my daughter Marissa showed up with Nico. That was a nice surprise. Cousin Rhonda was there. Thank you, cuz. So it was great seeing everybody there at Port Edwards. Thank you to everybody there. We're back there again in the summer outside. So we're excited. So it was a great weekend again. All right, so let's get some stuff on the way. Beach Boys celebrating Chris Minardi. I'm going to have him on next week. Celebrating the Beach Boys 60-year anniversary. 60 years of a band that, still together, not the original format, but they all branch out. But they all do get together every couple of years and all get back together again. 60 years if you're a diehard Beach Boys fan. God bless you, everybody. Of course, we lost the music world, the tragedy. We lost Naomi Judd. country western star, of course, a solo artist, and with the Judds himself and her daughter. She just passed away at the age of 76 years old. Joe Nashka. Joe, your good friend Bones said hello, and he wanted just to say hi and let you know he was thinking about you. Bones, of course, from Al's Beef. Made sure I sent that message to you. Sean Cassidy. Yeah, Karen. Yeah, Sean Cassidy. Bubble Gum, man. You know how much I love that music. I see it up on the board. I go, Ron, let's put it together because he will make it happen. So our prayers go out to the Judd family, 76 years old. Just crazy. Guy calls off his wedding because his fiance nearly kills his dog. Now we all know that, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to pets, a lot of people out there love their pets more than they love their own human being friends, I always say. Roseanne Zakuro Caputo, good afternoon, my dear friend. Great seeing you again at Venutis last week. So anyway, this guy, fiance, getting married, is going to get married. So his fiance has a bachelorette party at their house. Just the girls. So this gentleman, of course, the bride, the groom-to-be, takes off, but the dog is left at the house. Bachelorette party, bunch of girls, wild, drinking, woo-woo, edibles, all that stuff. Well, party's over. Husband comes home. Dog wasn't feeling too good. Maybe they had an upset stomach. They take the dog to the doctor, the hospital. The dog, inside his body, when they pumped him up, he had alcohol in there and chocolate edibles. Pot. The dog almost died. The gentleman called off the marriage. Rightfully so. Nothing wrong with your bachelorette party. Do whatever the hell you want. But you're endangering the life of a dog. What happened if you had a little baby? Would the little baby be eating the stuff too? So good for this guy. Teach that woman a lesson. Tell Bones I'm going to Portillo's. Yes, we should. Good thing he found out about her before he married her, right, Dawn? How you doing, Dawn? I hope you're well, you and your family. Yeah, I mean, bachelorette party. Thought she'd have a good time. She's staying at home. Everybody together. But this poor dog had alcohol in him and, of course, in chocolate edibles. Chocolate alone is bad enough. But the pot in the edibles? Come on. Crazy. Must have loved the dog. Man's best friend. It is your pets. It is your pets. And I can tell you one thing here in the family, pets are number one. Here's the list here at the house. It's pets, absolutely. Kids, of course, parents, and that's it. So it's always the animals. You got to love the animals. That's just what they are. And dogs, come on, they give you unconditional love. They just want to be loved. They want to be held. When you're in a bad mood, they're there. They lick. They know. When you talk to them, they know what's going on. Cats, on the other hand, you got to make an appointment to see. But dogs. So I'm on team pets. There you go, Karen. Absolutely. So guy calls off the wedding. Good for him. Good for him, ladies and gentlemen. Talking about pets or animals, when you go to the zoo or you go to these wild parks, and you see these animals roaming free, and you want to take pictures, and you want to do this. We've all learned, I think. I've never got that close to an animal that I was going to get. Well, one time I did with a bison, and this is a story about a bison. Here's a guy that wants to get real close to the bison. The bison starts ramming the car and almost kills the family here. You don't want to bother these animals, especially when they got their babies next to them. So this car got destroyed. This is in Yellowstone, which on my bucket list. I haven't been there yet. On my bucket list. So this bison just destroyed this guy's car and almost killed him too. So leave the bisons alone. These people nuts. Let's get close, honey. Bring the kids. Get the camera. Get the camera. Bunch of idiots. Ladies and gentlemen, according to former New York mayor of New York City, crime is going up completely over there. You know how bad it is here in Chicago, not only the suburbs, not only the city, but the suburbs too. We're just talking about something that happened in Arlington Heights this past weekend. Anyway, former Mayor Rudy Giuliani says the crime is up 65% in the subways alone. This is in New York. In the subways alone in New York City, they're up 65%. Overall, in the state and city of New York, ladies and gentlemen, it's up 43% crime. I can just imagine what the crime rate must be on our subways here in Chicago. This is just posted from the New York Post. Mayor Giuliani, and you heard about that. Not only was he mayor of New York, but he was also one of the singers on The Masked Singer, that show. When the guy took the mask off, some of the judges didn't like that it was Giuliani, the Republican. And the guy got up and left. You heard about the story, right? One of the judges said, hell with this. What is he doing? It's called The Masked Singer. You're not supposed to know who's behind that. It could be anybody. Betty Crocker could be singing too. But anyway, this is in New York, so I feel bad for my New York friends, Luann and everybody out there. Dogs don't backstab. Jerry Jams, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I passed the Yellowstone once. There you go, Tony. Tony, I like that. Jams, thanks for posting all those things yesterday. And thanks for being my co-host tomorrow, 6 o'clock, Pier 290, me and Jerry Jams. Jerry will also be with me Wednesday at Are We Live in Burridge. Also be with me on Friday night at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. All right, so more stories here, Danny Bonaducci has been in the news. Remember Danny Bonaducci, of course, better known as Little Danny, of course, of the Partridge Family. His wife put out something on Facebook saying that he's got a mysterious illness. Nobody knows what this mysterious illness is, or they just haven't told us about it. So I hope I met Danny Bonaducci a couple times. We both got the award, the David Award we got for outstanding in our field in the Italian community. Danny Bonaducci got it for radio at the time. Joan Esposito got it for TV at the time. And I remember getting it for musician, which Ron Onesti put that all together. Teresa Giannini, I think she won it for real estate. So I hope Danny Bonaducci gets better. Prayers go out to that. Jerry Jams, Jerry, I don't know if they're mean, they'll eat you for dinner. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So other things here, folks. Let's get a couple things here, making sure we got everything, folks. FDA, I mentioned it on Friday's show. The FDA, for all you cigarette smokers, menthol cigarette smokers, and all you flavored cigar smokers, FDA is trying to ban the sales of flavored cigars and menthol cigarettes. So chemicals, I guess, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. It is another thing of taking away your freedom. Smoke, people don't like smoke. Some people do, some people don't. But you can still smoke certain places. But now you won't even be able to buy them. They're trying to get rid of, FDA is trying to ban the menthol cigarettes and the flavored cigars, which I think a lot of girls do smoke those flavored ones. And what about the brand, the acid brand? That's all they are, is flavors. It is horrible for you. But I know a lot of people that Coca-Cola killed them just as fast as cigars did. Pizza and food killed them just as fast as cigarettes did. So, moderation. I smoke, but not menthol, crystallizing your lungs. Well, there you go. So it's to each his own, as they say. We got some birthdays in the house here. Ocean Spit, the little show about big things. I missed a few. I think I might have mentioned Tommy James's birthday, of course, was last week, of the Tommy James and the Shondells. I think we're alone now. Great songs, right? Crystal Blue Persuasion. Yeah, anyway, great. Richard Klein. Remember Richard Klein? He was on Three's Company. He was always John Ritter's best friend. I met him at Jilly's a couple times. Nice guy. Richard Klein celebrates a birthday. Speaking of cigars, the great Carlo Fuente of Fuente Cigars celebrates a birthday. Happy birthday, Carlo Fuente. Albert, for all you Beatle, Danny Ramonde, what's up, my friend? Albert, and all you Beatle fans out there, just past last week's birthday was Klaus Vormann. Some people say Klaus was the fifth Beatle or the sixth Beatle after Brian Epstein. Klaus Vormann, great bass player, also played on all the Badfinger stuff, the Bangladesh record with George Harrison, played on a lot of their solo records. Klaus Vormann, ladies and gentlemen, in the Beatle family celebrates a birthday. Frank Torpey, one of the original drummers for the band Sweet, one of my favorite pop bubblegum rock bands. Sweet celebrates a birthday today. Frank Rossi, one of the original guys from the rock band Status Quo, back in the British invasion days in the 60s, late 70s. Frank Rossi. Burt Young, of course, the great, in the movie Rocky, of course, played the brother-in-law to Sylvester Stallone. Rocky. Burt Young, 82. Of course, he was in The Sopranos, celebrates the birthday. Did a lot of other great movies. The great Pope and Greenwich Village. The great Burt Young would have been 82 years old today. Shout out to some Tony Ocean fans and good friends. Mike Cleason out there, my good buddy Mike for many, many years. Hope you had a good birthday. My good friend Mara Wazner, all the way from Texas. Mara, I hope you had a great birthday this weekend. And we got a special birthday for my good buddy Tony Toto out there. And he's got his grandkids. He's up in South Carolina or North Carolina, if I'm correct, visiting his grandkids. Triplets. Everybody on the page, triplets. Let's wish little Joey, little Juliana, and little Dominic, 5 years old, triplets, a happy, happy birthday. Oh, 5 years old, triplets, candy, cake, soda, woo, party, pasta vazul. Tony, I hope you have a great time on your little vacation away, and God bless and happy birthday to your beautiful grandkids. That is so sweet. And they're triplets. You got to love that. You got to love that. Mikey, what's up, my brother? Hope you're doing well, pal. All right, so we got all that underway. Ocean's Pit, Little Show, big things, Monday through Friday. Tomorrow, it's not at 12 o'clock. It's a 6 o'clock show at Pier 290, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. We are going to be doing a live Ocean's Pit along with my good friend, co-host Jerry Jams Renda and Paul Luca. It's going to be fun. It's pasta fagioli. I know. Pasta fagioli. I know. Thank you. Oh, Tony, thank you, my brother. Enjoy out there. I seen you when you posted. Thanks for the toast on social media when you toast me the Jack. So I'm toasting right back to you, my brother. Salute. Tony Toto, Danny Raimondi, part of the main event band. Will also be part of our 29th anniversary. Speaking of that, let me give you the lineup, ladies and gentlemen, for my show Sunday, May 29th at the Des Plaines Theater. Get your tickets at oshows.com. Here's what we got coming. Nixa Hodges and the Powerhouse Band, of course. That's going to be fantastic. Regina Karma, Kim Peterson-LaFew, the lovely Diva Montel. All three Jersey girls will be in the house. Matt Cassane, Funny Man. Jack D'Amico, part of the original Chicago Rat Pack. Ocean's Rat Pack, Bill Saratella, Elliot Winbush. That's right. My band, the Dream Police, will be there. That's right. Nixa Hodges is doing a few songs himself. It's going to be great, folks. And my sister Tanya Carrara making her debut with us as well. It's going to be a great show. Great show. Also, my new rock band, Mojo's Jukebox, is playing the after party. And then my good pal from many, many years, John Vincent. That's right. Used to see him. He sings the national anthem at all the Cubs games. Plus, he's got an incredible voice and does his own Sinatra show. So John Vincent will be joining us. Master of Ceremonies is Ron Onesti, of course, will be there. And the list goes on and on of the singers and people that are coming to our show. So come to Sunday, May 29th, the Des Plaines Theater. Get your tickets at oshows.com. I'm excited about that. Also, Daryl Armenstad, Tony Toto, Danny Raimondi, Anthony Napolitano, all making a little guest appearance, part of the Ocean's 30th. 30 years. You guys believe that? 30 years in the business. It is Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, folks. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be back. It will be, like I said, a 6 o'clock show tomorrow. Don't forget Thursday, my lovely wife, Laura. Don't forget June, I think June 22nd, if I'm correct, will be our next live remote. Me and my lovely Laura, we usually go once a month to different live remotes, and we do a live Ocean's Pit. She can't make it to Wisconsin tomorrow, but June 22nd, we're going to be at Cousins in Roselle, Illinois, doing a live remote. We'll give you more details on that as it gets closer to the date. Here's a great quote, folks, and I love it. Build a team so strong that you don't know who the boss is. That is a good one to live by. Everybody should. Everybody should. How about this, folks? American Airlines. According to American Airlines, flight attendants are asking people to stick to a 2-drink minimum, only if you're in the economy section. If you're in the economy section, American Airlines, they only want you to have 2-drink minimum for your flight. Now, if it's a 3-4 hour flight, 2 drinks are good. What if it's a 9-hour flight? But not in first class. First class, you can drink all you want. But economy, stick to the 2-drink minimum. The hypocrites of this world that we live in, right? It's okay to drink as much as you want and get drunk in the first class section. But the economy guys, if they only have 2 and they want to have 3, they're trying to get rid of that. First class they get smashed, Danny. Yeah, I seen Robin yesterday. Danny, we miss you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. She was at Hey, Tony. It's Jimmy, the G Chisel, 54 years, buddy. Oh, man, 54 years. Jimmy Chisel. Oh, my God, I've known him forever. Davey Gage. Oh, my God, Jimmy, I hope you're doing well, Pally. Great lawyer, too. Great lawyer. Bring a bottle of Jack and forget about it, Jerry Jams. That's right. Bring them in the little shampoo things. We always do it. I mean, no, I've never done that. That won't work for you. That won't work for you. Not right. Rude. Right, Marion. Not only me, there's a lot of us. But to be honest with you, folks, a lot of times I don't drink on the plane because the minute I hit the seat, I'm out cold. I can sleep real good on a plane. But now they're asking everybody, this is American Airlines. So just in the economy section of the airplane, 2-drink minimum, according to American Airlines. And speaking of flight, let me ask you guys, top 4 things that bother you about flights. What are you nervous of, or what don't you like when you go on a flight, on an airplane, going on your trip? Top 4 things coming up. Not necessarily the order, but here it is. Number 1, getting through security. People saying getting through security is a pain in the ass. Shoes, wallet, belt off, jacket off, this on, hat off, glasses off, watch off, cell phone in, computer in, blah, blah, blah. I got it. They got to be safe. I got it. But something my wife was telling me, which doesn't make any sense, and maybe you guys know this or not, TSA, whatever that is, where they do a background check on or something, so you can go through this TSA line, whatever security. The lines aren't as long. You can go through. You don't have to take your shoes or your belt off or anything. So please tell me the safety of this. Here, you don't have to take off your jacket, belt, and shoes. But here you do. Again, if something is in that jacket or the shoes, just because you don't have to take them off, I don't understand that. I hear you snoring 5 rows up. Yeah, I was. So it was a day. Yeah, Jerry, it was a long night. If I do remember, you're absolutely right. You mean 2-drink minimum means you have to drink more than 2 drinks? No, I mean, I think what they're saying is they don't want you to drink more than 2 just to keep TSA. Nerve-wracking. There you go, Jerry. Sitting in a middle seat, there you go, Rosanna. That's another one. That's not even on the list. But, but number 1 was getting to security. Number 2 is boarding. And then deplaning, leaving. There's number 2. Baggage came up number 3. The flight itself came up number 4. I would think the landing or maybe taking off. I have a ritual that I do. I do it with my wife, and I've been doing it for years. When I'm on the plane you hold a hand, and then right when the plane is about to take off, I do the sign of the cross. Just help me get through this. So a lot of people are scared to fly still. A lot of people rather drive. Noisy kids, I can't. Unfortunately, I don't like the noisy kids too, but sometimes what are you going to do? You're going to have to take your kids with you. Necessarily, they're not always going on vacation. Sometimes they're going to work. Sometimes they're going, so it is annoying, especially if they're right behind you or whatever it is. And then it's kind of sad for the parents because what are they going to do? Everybody's looking at them. Hey, tell that stupid kid to shut up. No, it's just what it is. Sometimes they're babies, they're crying. But, right? And we all make the sign of the cross. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, it's a different thing here. Different thing. How about this great story called Crystal Lake, everybody? Crystal Lake, Illinois. There's a couple that are getting their bathroom redone. You hear about this story? Pretty cool, actually. So they go to the wall, they're fixing it up, and they find an old McDonald's wrapper and French fries. The wrapper went back to 1949. So it must have been people that were building that house or that section of the house at that time, maybe taking a lunch break, left the McDonald's wrapper there with some French fries. It's amazing that the fries were still intact. They were a little small and not as greasy, but they were still in the package. That's pretty cool stuff in one way. I mean, better than finding a dead body, or it could have been if you found cash. But this happened to a nice couple here in Crystal Lake. Feel bad for them. Ears are so sensitive. Oh, yeah, they are for the kids. Yeah, you know, with our kids when we're talking about the flight. Yeah, it's a little crazy, folks. Love this one as well, folks. Love this quote. The oldest computer in the world was owned by Adam and Eve. The oldest computer in the world was owned by Adam and Eve. It was an Apple and had very limited, you know what? I'm going to start laughing at this one. All right, I'm going to say it again just to make sure you guys just grasp it because it's funny. Oldest computer in the world was owned by Adam and Eve. It was an Apple. It had very limited memory, but just one bite and everything crashed. Oh, love that quote, the old Adam and Eve quote. Ocean's Pit, the Little Show McDonald's. It didn't start until 1955. Okay, so maybe it was the wrong date, but thank you, Bill, for saying that. I got my dates wrong. And it's probably my writing because here now, if I look at it, it probably was 1959. Thank you, Bill, for that. But that's pretty cool to have, and thank you, Jerry. There you go, Jerry Bonaducci. Jerry Jams just put an update on Danny Bonaducci and his mysterious illness. All right, very cool. Let's see. You hear about the Illinois State Police expressways? They want to install these little additional flash cameras on your license plate when you get one. So they can see it when it runs to the expressway. If there are people running from the law, if they're ex-cons, if they're drinking, who knows? Who knows, folks, what that is all about. But they do want to put these on their license plates. I don't know. It's probably like having those cameras on the expressway, the red light things. Dave Antonelli, what's up, my brother? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for last night. It was a long day. I have an autograph of Klaus Vorman here at home, the video anthology box. Yeah, there you go, gentlemen. Such an honor. Very cool, Albert. I think you told me about that. But what do you think about this automated flash things on your license plates? Putting them on when you register. Tells you if you are an ex-con. Tells you if you're an ex-felon. Tells you if you're a child molester. Whatever the hell it is on these things. So they can track you if you're taking off. Kroc opens his first McDonald's display in Illinois. 15th attention, getting red and white tiled building with golden arches was designed. Mason, 1953. First day of sales was $366.12. Woo! Look how much money they're making now. Jams. Very good, brother. Very good. All right. So your opinion, I don't know. Look, they're thinking about putting chips. I think they put chips in animals. I guess they can. So you could Back on?
I don't know.
Oops, sorry, folks. We lost no sound, no nothing. Thank you. Oops, something went wrong. Yeah. Anyway, folks, our battery says low. So we're going to cut this show off just in case. I don't know. I got to check my connections. I hope it's, yes, I'm back on. Yep. No sound. Thank you. More big government. I can see you. I can hear you. Yeah. So my computer said you're running low on battery, but we have a charge. We have everything plugged in here. So I don't know. Anyway, thanks for still being on the show. We only got about 7 minutes left. We were talking about putting the Illinois, putting the sticker on your license plate. Another thing of them trying to control our life, ladies and gentlemen, and that's unfortunate. In the city, in New York City is trying to come up with something called pot-induced or infused pizza and other foods. Could be a big thing in New York. Other foods laced with marijuana. People have been doing brownies and cookies for years. Now they're going to try to do a store like this where you can get pizza with pot in it or food with stuff in it, probably just a certain amount, whatever it is. But this is something that New York City is starting to jump on. Will everybody else start doing it? I don't know. Would you eat pizza laced with marijuana or other foods if it was a store that you can go in and get it? Like when you go to Amsterdam, when you walk into those marijuana store cafes or whatever they're called. I don't know. That's a question for you guys. If it was available here in the state of Illinois and you weren't doing it in your home or your basement, you were doing to a place where you go to a cafe and they would have marijuana in pizza or other types of food, would you eat it? Kathy Ippolito says no, of course. St. Jude's benefit. Thank you, Ronnie B. I appreciate it, my buddy. We got to go fishing soon, pal. Got to go fishing soon. So anyway, that's the question if you guys are listening right now. This is in New York City. They've got, they've been thinking about putting pot, marijuana in certain foods, pizzas and other things, and opening us a cafe, a restaurant, and selling it. Would you go into? No, I would not. Carol says no. Pina gave me a face. Well, one side's no and one side's smiley. So I'm not really sure what way you're going there, Pina. But it'd be interesting. No, I never had marijuana ever. You know what? I tried pot. Emil, I tried pot once in high school. It put me to sleep. And then we did have a couple gummies, I remember, a couple times, and we were just sitting home relaxing, which wasn't too bad. But I remember I had some like weird dreams. So I haven't had a gummy in a while. And I can't, regular pot, the reason why I can't smoke, I can't inhale stuff because I'm coughing up all over the place. So my cigars, I don't inhale. You know what I mean? I went for tacos last night. Where you guys go after you guys left, the assistants were working on prepping up nourishments remaining for performance. We went upstairs, Albert, for a little bit, checked out everything was going on, but it was just a long day, and we just went home. But we stayed, get up there. I got to see Ron up there, a couple of people that were still up there at the speakeasy, but it was nice. And then, of course, we also want to say for the St. Jude's benefit, Ron Onesti put out this great little buffet of pasta, salads, and some fruits, meatballs. So they fed and bread and really good, nice little food beforehand. But I don't eat before. And then the big birthday cake they had, everybody was having birthday cake for Ron's birthday. So a lot of people wouldn't go to these places. But you know what? Some of the younger generation might. Same thing. I fell asleep, right, Bill? We fell asleep. Yeah. I mean, what's the point? I don't want to fall asleep. At that particular age, that's when I said, there's got to be something better. Better maybe for a short run, but not in the long run. Cocaine, of course. We all knew that as a kid. I was going, if they put to sleep, what would Keith Richards do? Anyway, so that's, you starve yourself. Yeah, there you go. So I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't go to get pizza with pot in it. No, I guess not. I don't know. Mid-May, and then it's probably going to be better because of the warm weather coming in late. Yeah, Ron, you got that right, pal. So we're talking about crazy things that are going on. And like I said, we are almost out of time, if I'm correct here. Got 3 minutes left here. According to CNN, Georgia governor keeps signed bill to limit discuss of race in class. This is according to the state of Georgia, according to CNN. In high school, called these classes to limit it to talk of race. Doesn't make a difference when you're in a classroom and it's blue. I mean, it's white, right? Yellow, brown, black, red. Shouldn't really make a difference when you're in a classroom. So I think it's a good idea that we don't need to talk about race. It's got nothing to do with it. If you're asking questions in school, maybe about how different nationalities or religions or places celebrate different types of holidays or stuff like that, that's a pretty cool discussion, I guess. But this is in Georgia, folks. So I don't know. Jack Fire, Mr. Antonelli, I'm glad you're back home. I hope you're doing well, my friend, and hope to see you soon, my friend. These gangbangers should eat the pizza. They'll fall asleep in less crime. All right, Peanut. Well, that might be one way of doing it. Or put some NyQuil in there. NyQuil pizza. They'll knock them out close. Absolutely. We're all Americans, Gil. We are. And look, I'm an entertainer. And sometimes my sense of humor is not as funny as other people's. So I do have a different sense of humor in certain things during my shows. Never meant to offend anybody, but sometimes I do. It's not done on purpose. But I do believe in my beliefs, and I try. But like I said, when you're in a classroom and you're getting teaching, I think it really makes a difference. I mean, it goes back to I remember when you're reading up on history and books on the World War I or World War II, and people were in the trenches, soldiers were in the trenches next to each other. When one of them got shot, whether he was Oriental, whether he was Native American, whether he was African American, whatever he was, they were all blood red. Everybody's blood is red. They were all praying. They were all doing what they were doing. They were bonding together. One time, it used to be a hard time in a lot of families. I don't know. It still might be out there. Still might be in certain families. I don't know. I just hope it gets better. Yeah, Vito Zotto was outstanding yesterday. He is a funny guy. I think they're overdoing it with the race. That's all they want to say instead of true problem. Emo, there you go, too. Free expression is what we're all about. Lives it up, keep it up. Thank you, Gil. I appreciate that. And good luck to you and your band out there, and keep singing, buddy. Let's got to do some more stuff together. There is a real problem with a lot of stuff, and we all know, and it could be another 3-4 shows, and we all know what it is. You know, it is what it is. There's a lot of hate in this world, unfortunately, and we try to just do what we can, and let's hope for a better world. That's right, folks. All right, it is 1 o'clock. Leave you with last story here, folks. Listen to this. According to People magazine, an infant starved to death because the parents forgot to feed them. Now, these are two parents in Indiana, ladies and gentlemen. Their baby, according to People magazine, starved to death because they forgot to feed the kid. Carol Malone at the age of 23 years old and Jacob Scott at the age of 22 years old. The young parents, infant dies. They forgot to feed the kid. Now, forgetting to feed the kid one day is bad enough. For this infant to die, that means you must have not gave a shit about him for a pretty long time. This is what this world is coming to. You have a baby. Now, granted, 23, 22, they're young. They're still adults. And they forget to feed the baby and the infant dies. That's murder. That's killing without killing them. You have a baby, feed it. You have a dog, feed it. Feed the bowl, put food in it. That's what you're supposed to do. This is not brain science, folks. This is not engineer shit. This is stuff that we're taught to do. What were they on? How can anyone do such a horrible thing? Sometimes, yeah, you got to ask yourself, what's wrong with these people? Don't worry about feeding him. Anyway, folks, it's coming to the end, and we want to thank you all for watching the show. It's time for another quick sponsor before we say goodbye. Of course, our good friends from Deutz Power Center. That's right. That's Deutz Power Center. They're right out of Elgin, Illinois, everybody. Deutz Power Center. Servicing the construction and diesel industry for the last 100 years. Call Sal at 224-276-6550. Great seeing Sal yesterday. Deutz Power Center. Let's not forget my wife's company called Laura Ocean Solutions. Credit card increasing profits while reducing credit card fees. If you're looking to save money on your credit card, check out Laura Ocean Solutions page. She'll take care of you because she owns the company. There's no middleman. Talking about good friends from Portillo's. My good friends from Portillo's, our son Joe in charge of the marketing department, one of the marketing departments that he does. And if you have a nonprofit organization looking to raise some money, please contact our son Joe at 224-636-3646 or jfank@portillos.com. They will do that for you. And let's not forget our good friends, of course, from our good buddy from, can't forget my good buddy Dave Antonelli from Patriot Funding Incorporated out of Roselle, Illinois. When timing is everything, Patriot Funding. That's right, commercial lending at its finest. By now, most of you people all know my good buddy Dave Antonelli, a good friend, and you can trust the guy because he's a good guy. He'll do what you need to do to get the money for your home or business, whatever you're trying to start up. So give him a call at 630-675-4730. Patriot Funding, when timing is everything. Thanks to our executive producer, April. Look forward to seeing you again, honey, soon. Mr. Antonelli, looking forward to seeing you. And most important, thank you all for watching the show, everybody. Again, thank you to Nick Sahajas and Phyllis Sahajas, Ron Onesti, everybody, the band, and the entertainers that came and did our show for St. Jude's benefit yesterday. A big, big success. Again, thank you. And don't forget, our 30th anniversary coming up at the end of the month. That's May 29th, Sunday at the Des Plaines Theater. Tickets at oshows.com. Get your tickets, folks. It's that simple. 3 to 5 with all those great entertainers. And at 5:30, we got the 5 o'clock, 5:30, Mojo's Jukebox doing the after party. It's going to be fun on that particular day. oshows.com celebrating 30 years. I want to thank you all for watching the show. And again, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, there's the schedule. Are We Live on Wednesday, Burr Ridge, Illinois with Jerry Jams. Dress code. Love this place, baby. Love this place. Wednesday, Are We Live? Thursday, Zazaz with Jeff Dubray. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Jerry Jams. Saturday, brand new place called Broken Earth Winery in Long Grove, Illinois with Daryl Armanstad. And tomorrow, a special Oceans Pit. 6 p.m. at nighttime tomorrow, not 12. So, folks, tomorrow at 6 p.m., set your clock, set it, Google it, put it on your phone, whatever you got to do. Pier 290 will be there live doing a special Oceans Pit, live from Lake Geneva, Wisconsin at Pier 290. That is tomorrow at 6 o'clock. It's country western night. So why not have Tony Ocean do Oceans Pit? I'm excited to be out there because we love Lake Geneva. And thank you, Pier 290, for that. Jerry Jams. Thank you, my friend Paul Luca. And thank you, guys. I want you all to have an incredible day. Please have an incredible day. Love one another. Try to get by. We're going to make mistakes, folks. Learn and move on. Eric, I love you out there. Bye-bye, everybody. Be good. Oh, and Gianna up in Disney. My daughter having fun in Disney. Have fun, honey. I love you, sweetie. Miss you all, guys. Love you all. And the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love. God bless you, everybody. See you tomorrow in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin at 6 p.m. Central at Pier 290. And speaking of Nick Sahajas, here he is here. Take us out, Nicholas.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Hardcore Italian Chicago, like the page. God bless everybody. Have a great day.